What in the world? I knew that this country was at war, but I didn't think it was the Clone Wars. Yeah, if Biden is so cool, then why didn't they make Biden 2? Holy crap, I've been so wrong. I never knew it was so wrong. What in the world? Yo, so I don't know, I just stumbled across this. People kept posting it, people keep reposting it, and they keep putting it in my timeline. So I don't know, maybe we can take a look at it. What is this? So, holy heck. So this is a full-on QAnon Trump supporter with like the fake hat. As you can see, it's green on the underside. That's how you know it's a fake. That's why you always got to keep the sticker on. We now know that he's a fake and a fraud, and he buys knockoffs. Hate to see it. Where we go one, we go all. Did I ever tell you that I saw the Q-mobile once when I was driving around my town? We were going to take my car into the shop to get like an oil change or something, and then one of the cars there was literally the Q machine. It had the Q where we go one, we go all, like thing on it and everything. But they also were a Star Wars fan, and so they had like the Rebels logo on it as well. Even though in real life they were like copping for the Empire. I don't know, man. It's just so weird. Anyways, it was just wild.
All right, so we are at a Donald Trump rally. Why don't you tell me your name and what are you doing here?
So my name is Mike. I'm from Merrimack, New Hampshire, and I'm here to see my favorite president in the whole world, Donald Trump.
Why is there like 4 of these guys that are in New Hampshire, unironically, but they always manage to make it to everything? I don't get it. Your state is literally out in the middle of Bufu nowhere, and there's literally 4 of you, but somehow you're always able to make it to these types of events. I just don't. How dedicated? Is there really nothing to spend your money on in New Hampshire? Like, you make a lot of money, but there's nothing to do, so they always have the opportunity and the time and the cash to just like fly out of state whenever, wherever, right? Am I right? There's like, I always feels like in these type of events, there's always some dude, there's always some like 30-year-old dude from New Hampshire who's there. And I just don't know why. And I don't know how they make it there all the time. Am I right? I think it's just wild how I'm always hearing stuff from like conservatives from New Hampshire. Like, conservatives don't even run the state in New Hampshire, for one. And two, like, there's like 6 of them, but they're always there. I don't get it. They're like furries to me.
And why is he your favorite?
Because he says, he does what he says. He gets it done.
Did he build the wall?
I believe he is, and I believe the mainstream.
But he didn't.
No. I believe that's just lies by the mainstream media, and they're covering.
Oh, he did build the wall.
Win the election?
Absolutely.
I mean, he doesn't even believe he built the wall.
Absolutely.
And why isn't he in office?
You know what? I mean, if you know what this shirt means.
What does this shirt mean?
Q is it's a mix of different things, but it's basically saying that the world is not how it seems. The media is all fake. The media is not reporting accurate information.
So not reporting that he is actually in office?
What I believe, what actually quite a few Trump supporters believe, is that Trump is still the president right now. He is running a shadow presidency, possibly from Mar-a-Lago. The White House, the real White House, is shut down.
So you don't like how everything's going with him in office still?
So I believe that it's all a movie we're watching. That's
all right. That's how you. Very unserious. POV, the most unserious political actor, has arrived. It's him. If you were wondering where he was, he has now arrived. Don't worry about it. It's all kind of, actually, now that I think about it, it's all like kind of basically a big movie. So you've got to have like, you know, the time in the movie where like the big bad shows up and then things get bad for our main crew, but we need things to get bad for them to have the adversity to get over the issue and then to persevere. And then see, as you see, Joe Biden is very evil. But that's why I think Donald Trump is so good, because a protagonist is only as good as the antagonist that you pit them up against to prove that they can grow. So, you know, it's just like really one of those things where I'm just waiting for like the comeback to happen, and it will. Oh, and it will. And then the credits will roll and America will be for like great forever or something. The Dark Knight of the Soul. It is.
That's what I have been told. It's all a movie, and we have, you know, actors playing different people who.
Like who else?
So Biden, the real Joe Biden that was with Obama when he
Obama
was president.
Wait, there's a fake
Vice
Biden?
president with Obama. He's been executed.
He's dead. Wait, normal. They killed him. They killed normal Biden. There's a clone. What in the world? I knew that this country was at war, but I didn't think it was the Clone Wars. Yeah, if Biden is so cool, then why didn't they make Biden 2? Holy crap! I've been so wrong. I never knew it was so wrong. What in the world? Or maybe, I don't know, did they execute him and then they're keeping his brain in a cryogenic time stopping chamber somewhere under the magical kingdom at Disney World? It's definitely possible. Clark Brandon executed Joe Biden.
That's like Tupac, Biggie. They have a replacement. He's a hologram.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, and
You really think that?
I do. I genuinely believe it. I believe that we've been brainwashed our whole lives. I really do. And that the fake Biden is being played by. My
man is losing it. He's like, I didn't think this guy was real. He was like, I didn't think these people are real. You know, it's one thing to see them on like line and everything, and you're like, oh, this is just a bot. That's not a bot. That's a human being who genuinely believes that. That's why it's so hard to get rid of bots on platforms, is because these people act more body than your average bot.
There's a few people playing them. James Woods could be
George Soros,
other prominent actors,
James Comey,
on Trump's side in a rubber mask playing Biden, in an effort to wake people up to see what the deep state had planned for us.
Come on, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. No.
He's like, come on, you gotta be me. You're joking. This is a meme. This is a joke, right? This is a bit.
No, this is information. I'm not.
Okay, so if we're gonna go deep state, how about RFK Jr.? His uncle famously got his head blown off, and so did his dad. What do you think about the deep state doing that?
So, haven't heard much about the head being blown off, but I know that JFK Jr. is still alive, and he going to eventually
How about John?
John, which one is that?
JFK
Jr. Yeah.
JFK Jr.
Yeah, he's going to be Trump's second vice president when all this.
Oh my gosh, he still believes that? Really? Wait, this is a couple of years ago when like the QAnon supporters went to Texas and then marched down the street like it was like the walls of Jericho to like break the walls of like the human realm and the spirit world to allow at the place like JFK was shot in Texas so they can revive him, and then he can travel across America for 3 days and then crown Donald Trump the King God Emperor of the United States forever and ever, grant him immortality, and then like transfer back to the spirit realm from whence he came. Yeah, the undead Kennedys. That's what I heard, at least. That's what they all went to Texas for, right? Like all that while ago, they made like the jungle juice out of like the chemicals under the sink together, and then after they got done drinking their special little concoction that they found off of 4chan, they went to go march down the street to break down the barriers to the spirit realm for JFK, or maybe it was JFK Jr. I don't know. Hey, wait a second. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find some footage of this. Yeah, here we go. Here they are.
It is almost 12:29. Any minute now, the big reveal. The crowd is big, ready to go.
They're waiting for him. It is actually them out there on the place where JFK was shot, waiting for JFK Jr. to reappear. This is all very sad, right? It's like, it's destroying these people's minds.
Okay, it's actually kind of simple. You just have to listen closely. At the beginning, when you're first starting to hear it, it won't seem like it makes all that much sense, but just stick with it. Let it wash over you. Even the Mussolini part, just let it
I'm
wash
sorry
over
for the
you.
white
And
woman jump scare.
General Patton had a brother, which was Benito Mussolini as well, who came. So General
Benito
Patton was the son
Mussolini.
of William Wallace Lincoln. Benito Mussolini was the son of Thomas Tad Lincoln. All right. Joseph Kennedy, the older brother of John F. Kennedy, presumed dead in World War II, was not dead. He went into hiding for protection. He had children. Joseph Kennedy begat General Michael Flynn, who happens to be first cousins to John and his siblings as well. Trump is the biological son of General Patton, which makes him first cousins to John and the Kennedys as well. It's all about the bloodline. It's all about the bloodline.
I told you it was simple. I told you it was simple. See, it's all about.
You do have to care about the bloodline.
Trump is the biological son of General Patton, which makes him.
He's not, right? Okay, but that's the. And they turned up there yesterday and waited around for hours because they rightfully believed in their heart of hearts. They truly, honestly, unironically believed that President Kennedy's son, JFK Jr., was going to reveal himself at the site where his father died to announce that not only was he not dead himself, but he was re-entering public life just in time to become Donald Trump's running mate in 2024. And I tell you that this wasn't a joke to these folks, and they earnestly believed it. I mean, some of
They were there all day. Some of them were there for 2 days. Okay? Look how old these people are. They're like 50. These people are like 50 and they're unironically showing up all together waiting for John to reappear. Hey guys, I'm not dead. I've just been on 4chan this whole time. It's incredible. You can hide in plain sight. They thought I was gone this whole time. I just became a poster on 4chan. That nobody was any wiser.
Truth comes out. You can't rely on the news, dude. You gotta turn to alternative information.
Who are these delegates? Who are all these people?
Who, these people?
Are you guys delegates? What are you all doing here? What is everyone doing here? What is this? Oh, so you're. I know it's a Trump rally. Are you delegates?
All I gotta say is that if Trump really was such a horrible human being, why would all these good people come out and still support him after all this? There must be something the media is doing wrong.
So true.
Is it possible they don't know what they're doing?
I see your point, but unfortunately it's not true. I think yes, the Trump supporters.
If Trump bad, then why good people like? Could it be the case that they're just like him and we just think that you all are bad? Or they don't know everything, which means that they think he good when they actually lack information that he bad? It's possible.
Just see something different in Donald Trump.
It's not.
And the media has convinced you that he is a racist, he is a sexist, he's against gay people, he's a fascist. He's not any of those. He's just for the American people.
He loves gay people.
He's the guy to take down the entire system that has been controlling the world and, controlling our way of life for centuries. He's the guy to basically change the whole system, he's bringing God back. He's bringing.
So what do you think about the E.G.?
How many hookers does he have to pay off for God to come back? Is there like a special amount? Like 12 or something that you need to get to? 7, maybe? That could be another one.
Carroll rape trial.
Say it one more time.
There's a Donald Trump rape trial going on right now. How do you think?
Sex workers? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use the H word. I'm sorry. How many escorts does he have to pay off until God comes back, until Mr. Jesus comes back? That's what I want to know. Very important.
Donald Trump's a rapist?
Again, I believe that the media is trying. They will lie about everything about Donald Trump. They will make up every single thing. They'll make up horrible accusations about people on Trump's team, like they did with Brett.
How about like the Weber v. Deck case, which involved Donald Trump?
I was going to say one more thing, but with like Brett Kavanaugh, they fabricated that. I believe it was a total,
yeah, man, totally.
It was another effort to take down Trump. January 6th.
He was a great guy.
A setup to take down Trump and his.
Do you like beer, Senator?
Okay, so you don't think that Donald Trump stood outside the White House and encouraged people to do January 6th?
Okay. There's a whole story to January 6th. You can look it up. Go to
yeah,
bitshoot.com. That's a great website to get information on.
You tell me your take on it. What's the story behind January 6th?
So,
BitChute.
January 6th. I believe January 6th was, I don't know every single detail, but I have the basic scope of it. It's basically what you saw on TV, what you saw, like the people fighting with police officers, people fighting with,
they were fighting,
beating up and fighting, being violent and breaking glass. That was all staged. It wasn't actually real,
It was EPs.
No.
Oh, it wasn't EPs?
No, I really think it was actually Antifa dressed in Trump gear to make you think they were Trump supporters.
So Antifa did January 6th. They dressed up. All those thousands of people were actors. They were leftists, and Trump had nothing to do with it.
Trump, you see, that was
Whenever you think that people like me do bad things, just remember that they don't. So if you see them do a bad thing, just remember that it's just not them. It's actually somebody else who did it, who looks just like them, and who is in jail right now, and has been connected to, not just this, but also other things that they've been doing across their entire life. And you can see by their social media that they've been active for years doing this, but it's actually not them at the end of the day. It's actually somebody else. We don't do bad things. If a bad thing happens, it's our enemies, even if they are us, because they're not us, because we don't do bad things. We do good things, and it's only good when things happen with us. Remember, it's my identical evil twin doppelganger who's in a rubber mask.
I've done my research, and the people on the west side of the building, that was what you saw on TV. People were breaking windows.
Is Ashley Babbitt fake? Yes.
It was all done by professional stuntmen, professional photographers.
Stuntmen, Antifa.
It was paid actors.
My favorite thing is that, because we talked about this when all this happened, I know we haven't talked about it in a while, but I just think it's really amazing. Imagine being like an ardent, like really hardcore Trump supporter. You genuinely think that he won the election and it was like stolen or something, and like the Democrats are all laughing, and now they're all eating like pulling like twisting the heads off newborn babies like bottle caps, and drinking their like cranial fluid to increase their lifespan by another 27 days, or something along those lines, right? In their like rich people deep state party. And then you go to the Capitol, you spend your money that you've saved, you go to the Capitol, you leave your wife and kids, you go to the Capitol to go hear Donald Trump talk. You bring weapons because you do actually genuinely plan to break into the Capitol to stop the certification of the election because it's fake and cringe. You do it, you break in, you're like taking pictures, you're like, this is 1776, we're going crazy, we're doing this for you, Trump. And then afterwards, Trump comes out against you. He's like, these aren't my people. And then like the media is all like, this is so terrible, except for conservative media, like Independent and Fox News. They're all like, this is so based. And then when everybody realizes that like it's not like a silent majority, and actually everybody thinks you're insane, then everybody starts to call you an Antifa paid actor, crisis actor, BLM anti-Trump Democrat paid Soros funded shill, who's here to destroy the America First movement and sell America to China to have us all be speaking Mandarin Chinese by 2045. Like, and then you're like sitting in jail, right? And you read the newspaper about how like all the top conservatives have come out against you and call you, and are now saying that you're like BLM Antifa, who are like communist, socialist, authoritarian, fascist, alt-right Mussolini, Pol Pot, CCP shows. I just think it's crazy, man. Imagine how cucked you have to be for that to unironically be your life. You're sitting in jail as everybody you basically threw your life away trying to, protect and like push up, is just calling you a BLM shill. Like a George Soros funded crisis actor for the actual work that you did, while also saying that you need to be let out of jail, but also not you because you're a crisis actor. All hail Sharkbait. So true. I just think I think it's wild. I gotta say, it isn't even a real organization. That is true, but they are real when Biden comes around.
It's paid actors.
Antifa and stuntmen.
It was just all paid actors set up by people against Trump to make it look like Trump incited a violent attack on the Capitol. But Trump and his real
He's a good
actual
boy.
supporters in their Trump gear were on the east end of the building. And even one guy, Brandon Strzok. I love you, Brandon Strzok. I hope you see this. It's
Brandon, he's that guy who spent a little time in the fake jail cell because he turned FBI informant, right?
Brandon Strzok is a good man. He's a patriot. He's a gamer.
No, he reached out to me.
Wait, what? What? I was actually reached out to by Brandon Straka because before he got like swooped up in more criminal proceedings, he's a gamer. I love Brandon Straka. He's based. He's he's a patriot. He's a gamer. I think he meant to say gay man, but I'm going to take him saying gamer.
Time in the fake jail cell because he turned FBI informant, right?
Brandon Strzok is a good man. He's a patriot. He's a gamer.
No, he.
Brandon Straka, he's a great man. He's a patriot. He's a gamer. That is so funny. He's a gamer. He really liked Ragnarok. But anyways, yeah, he reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to be on a panel that he was putting together? And I was like, sure, man. Okay. But then he got swooped up in more like political proceedings and I never heard back from him. But no, Brandon Straka's a huge rat. Brandon Straka, like, just to put this into perspective for you who didn't keep up with his like story or anything, Brandon Straka is the 6ix9ine of like the Trump train. There is actually no better explanation for him than that. He went from, was he a Fed? No. He was a Trump supporter who was storming the Capitol. But the second that they started to hit him with some serious charges, he started like singing like a bird, bro. His deposition and his testimony helped put away, I think, another 12 people who were at helped identify and put away 12 other people who were at January 6th, if I remember correctly. And he's still working with the FBI to help, put more of them in jail. Like, he's a huge rat. He was doing like everything he possibly could to get as little jail time as possible. He was like, I know where his mama live. I know everything about. I'll tell you anything about him. What in the world?
He reached out to me and tried to get me embroiled in his weird FBI informant scheme.
Brandon Strzok is a good man, and he's
FBI informant.
Nope, and he
FBI informant.
He absolutely is an FBI informant. Oh, what the fuck? Stop the Steal speaker. He was a speaker too. Brandon Straka gave FBI info on rally organizers, more than a dozen others, as part of a plea deal. Bro was sitting there nibbling on cheese. You don't have to delete her. You don't have to delete it. No, leave her alone. Listen, give Miss Allison a pass, okay? She has the pass to be annoying in chat. It's her job. It's only fair because I'm a goofball in her chat, so. Yeah, bro is a huge rat. Yeah, he's the rat. He's the giant rat that puts all of his friends in jail. I mean, what else is he supposed to do? Like, be honest. Be honest.
No, I seriously, Brandon, if you're seeing,
it's on the paperwork.
Oh, it's all an effort to take down the good people of this country.
FBI informant.
Brandon Strzok is a gay man who realized that the Democrats and the left are not for any minorities or gay people. They just want their vote, and they don't do anything for them. They tell them they're a victim. Trump actually cares about everyone.
What has Trump done for gay people that's like good for gay people? I'd love to know.
Including gay people like Brandon Strzok.
So you're a stand-up comedian?
No, I'm just a truth seeker.
I'm just a truth seeker. All right.
All right, tell me your name again.
Mike.
You want your last name on here?
Not my last name.
Okay, but you're okay with me making this video and putting it out, right?
Put it anywhere you want.
All right.
YouTube.
Mike the Anonymous Miker. QAnon guy.
Where we go one, we go all.
Man, he's even got a catchphrase. Oh, it's so bro's about to get fired. Bro doesn't have a job. That's why he's here. Oh man. Where we go on, we go all. Stay safe out there, my QAnon brothers. Trust the plan. It's all coming together. Oh, you don't understand how close we are to victory. We're so close. We're right there. We're right there even. I don't know, man. That is wild. That is wild that he's real, I will say. He has done his research. You can't get on him for that. He has researched, which is more than what a lot of you have ever done in your lives. So he's got the independent news sources, okay? He knows what's actually happening. He gets it. He sees it. He smells it. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.